What is going on, YouTube? It is Flashback here, bringing you a quick showcase of my first real build that I actually tried with. It's not the prettiest ship, but I am very proud of how it came out. Currently we are coming out of planetary gravity thanks to our hydrogen thruster, which we can probably turn off at this point. And hell, I'll turn off the mains too. I should still be able to keep up. Yeah, we're in low enough gravity where those alone can actually keep up now. And our maneuvering thrusters can as well. So the whole point of this build was to create a ship that relied mostly on its rear thrust and not as much on maneuvering thrusters to be able to move around the world space. And I think I accomplished that very well with this ship. Now this is a light armor ship. I personally like to call it either a heavy freighter or a light cruiser. Simply because of how well armed it is. I'm going to turn off. Oh, I meant to keep those on. Turn off the spotlights here. Oh, shit. Turn those back on. Alright. So I think we can go ahead and turn those off now. I think what we have should get us out to where we need to be. I did paint it all black here. It's not completely done, but this is as far done as I've gotten so far. I'm going to turn off the interior lights for now just to get a better idea of what it looks like when it is in stealth mode like this. Are all my doors shut? That one's closed. That one is currently open because I forgot to close it behind me. Go figure. The whole point of this ship is to be able to just start off with it and go anywhere and be able to get a good start with a decently reliable ship. Now this, I believe, is a good starter ship for hard PvE mods like the Corruption. It stands up fairly well against almost anything. Against the stock game NPCs, it does very well. It does take a beating, as expected, but it does very well at taking everything out. The guns need to be kind of rearranged to where everything focuses on taking down missiles, and then the missiles focus on the ship, which I only have one missile launcher on here now. I used to have one on the bottom as well, but I took it off. I also added these front two at a later point. I think I can probably come to a stop now. The sun is down there. Let's go ahead and use our maneuvering thrusters for it. That's all we'll use. Actually, you know what? This is a perfect opportunity to use this. So we'll go ahead and turn around to the direction I believe we should be going, which should in theory just be away from the planet. So we'll maneuver ourselves here. We'll go ahead and turn our dampers off, kick on both our hydros. Hit it! Very good at stopping very quickly. And then for those final ones, you can go ahead and hit the maneuvering thrusters, and they just kind of point you in the right direction of stopping. Then we'll go back into, whatever. We'll go and go for the full stop. And then we'll go back into full stealth, as I call it. A very basic ship, but it gets the job done very well. And personally, I don't think it looks half bad. It does look very industrial, very... what's the word I'm looking for? It has a purpose and it serves it very well. You'll notice I am using... This is a completely non-modded ship. There isn't a single mod in the ship, which is not true for the heavy version of this, which I call either a battle cruiser or a light battleship. I haven't decided yet, but that'll be for a whole different series. That one is fairly heavily modded, but still no shields. I don't have shields or anything, and it stands up pretty well against everything, except for the heavy version that absolutely destroys it, but we won't get into that until the next episode. Maybe we'll look into a next episode, but for now, we need to do a tour here. Let's go ahead and kick on our lights. I did go with a blue. You know, obviously you can change that and whatnot. I just kind of made it, tried to make it blend in with the interior lights, which you'll see in a moment. So without any further ado, let's do a quick tour of the ship. Now it is a little cramped, so just get prepared for that. Go ahead and turn on the maneuvering thrusters so that I know we're okay. Turn off our spotlights. Kick on. our interior lights. Oh, that was different. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start from up here, as you always should. How do I make that disappear? I know there's a way. Apparently I have forgotten how to make the... oh, there we go. Just tab. Fair enough. So we'll go ahead and do it without tab on. Got a nice sun there. So this is the piloting cockpit. Or the bridge, I guess I would call it. Nice and big. Has room to bring others up. All in all, I really like it. Has pretty good view, especially when you get off. You can see mostly everywhere. You can't see directly below, but otherwise it's not too bad. The side views aren't as good as they could be. But when you're just piloting, you don't really need that extra sensor. This ship is made to handle roughly 3 crew. 4 if you want someone dedicated to engineering. We'll cover all this. Yeah, actually, we'll just start from top to bottom. So you got your piloting bridge here. Great overall view. You can come down, and this is kind of your production area. So you've got, I got interior turrets laid out throughout. Conveyor systems throughout the system. So you've got a refinery, which, if we go to the other side here, does have the entire complement of upgrades. Then you've got your assembler right there with 2 of 3 upgrades on it, which is nice. Does help a lot. Do have an air vent if you want to play with that. It does have 2 reactors. Just the 1 reactor is all that's powering it now, but it is a large reactor, and it does very much so well enough. Another interior turret over here. So do we start from the top down? So back here you have the top level of engineering, which I've got the beacon over here, another turret here. You got your gyro here, and there's another one there, and I think a couple on the lower deck. This is actually easy access to the back. You can just hang on to here and be able to repair anything that's needed, which is nice in the middle of battle. You can just walk out, repair them, just basically stand here and repair the big thruster if need be. And you come back here, go ahead. Oh yeah, oxygen. I think I have 2 of these, maybe 3, and 1 big tank, which is generally enough. I haven't really tried it in survival too much. But you come back over here, another interior turret, another vent. Come through here, another gyro. What are you? What are you? Interesting. Is there something I can use to access this? No. I don't remember what this is. Can I access you here? No. Oh, that's just a conveyor. Huh. Well, nonetheless, you just have another interior turret back here. It's covering anyone who might want to come in here. Just make sure they don't live. I want to say these are more O2 generators, but maybe not. I don't know what else they'd be, though. I don't know. It's been like a week and a half since I put this together, and not everything is all that easy to remember. So then we'll move down here, where you've got your operating bridge, your gunner seats, which this one's not set up. Is this one? No, they used to have control and shutdown and whatnot, which this gives you a much better view of overall down below. If you want side views, you do have to come to the back a little bit, but that's kind of nice. These guys shouldn't really have side views. It just makes them a little more prone to getting hit, but they can turn to the front and see what's approaching them to kill them. So that's very basic. I do love the multi-level. So you start from your bridge, come down, you got your engineering section, top level of course. Come down, you got this. Then you've actually, look at that. You've actually got a staircase coming down here. Here's your gravity generator. Small cargo container. This doesn't have much for cargo, but it does have some. These are not piped up. You do want to keep that in mind if you do want to use this for survival. These are made to be more personal storage. This one is piped up, which is nice. So we'll go into these rooms. These are both Just basic crew quarters. This one's a little more set up. I don't have any mods to actually make it a crew quarters, but it's a nice thought to have, and you do have windows. That's actually a really nice view right there. Go over to the other one. As you can see, the other one is not set up in any way. Again, same window concept. And block and a half all the way around, and easy access to your storage locker. From there, we'll go to this side here. It doesn't matter, you can actually access both sides. So here you got the bottom of the refinery, the med bay's here. Very open to getting shot, just as it should be. Your easy access to the reactor, but still tucked up enough to where it should never get hit. Another interior turret, I believe on each side. Yep. Another air vent here because this room is technically... No, it's not sealed to this, I guess. Thought it was. I'm going to close this door while we're here. Another cargo... Nope, this is an oxygen generator. Okay. Could have swore I had another cargo container back here. Well, you have room to put one if you need one. Walk back here. Another gyroscope. What are you? Can I even access you? I'm at a loss. I have no idea what these are. What the heck? You know what? Curiosity has gotten to me. Let's check it out. What are you guys? Oxygen tanks, maybe? No. Maybe they are. Maybe that's exactly what they are. They are. Those are oxygen tanks. Okay. So I probably at one point in time meant to change those out for oxygen generators, but obviously I did not get around to it. Or no, those are generators. This is the tank. So that's one side. Again, easy access to everything. This is the other side. I don't actually have a light in here anymore. But very basic, very straightforward. Very easy access to everything. I do like this build a lot. It has to be said. So I'm actually going to do something that's maybe a little unfair. I'm going to use this one. We're going to come out. Actually, you know what? Why don't I leave that as is? Jump out of the cockpit here. Head back downstairs. And head off this way. Say... How far away is that? We'll go a full kilometer so we've got room to work. Alright. So I do need to get in here and turn him because I forgot to do it before. Actually, that might be the preferred defense method. I don't really want the preferred defense method because the whole point of this ship is to be stealthy and unseen. Go up to the pilot seat just because it's here. I may as well use it. So which way do I need to turn? So the beacon's over there, so we'll just turn this way. Kind of towards it. Okay. Now, one thing I need to do... create... Yeah. Cool. RAF. This is the riffraff. Add NPC. Promote. Yes. Then I can leave, right? Yes, I can leave. Perfect. So now they should be against me, which is always what you want, right? But it's not shooting. Oh yeah, I need to transfer the ship over. I knew that. Alright, transfer everything to... Shit. Right here. Yeah, just don't shoot the ship. That's all I ask. So you know what? Why don't I just leave out the front? I know. It might leave it vulnerable. I don't really care. I need to get to my ship now. Good range. Okay, they stopped shooting. That's good. Go ahead and hop back into this one. No, I did leave that door open. Crap. Alright. Oh, wrong way. Head up here. Oh god, this is gonna be beautiful. It is actually kind of impressive how good these are at fighting each other. Gonna face it here. And we'll go kind of at an angle like this at it. We are going to do this completely without there we go. As you can see, she can take quite the beating. And there it goes. Finally, the bridge is lost. Well. And they're still battling. What's the damage to this one look like? Not too bad. So it is a little bit more of a defensive ship. Did I take out the cockpit? I did not. Damn. So this one won the day, though it is pretty well dead. I did take out a large majority of the turrets that were actually dangerous. Head back to our main ship here, which might actually still be in range. Nope, just out of range. Cool. So I need to go back up here. So do I still have... Okay. Well, you'll be happy to know the gravity generator is down. Oh boy. Yeah, gravity generator's down and all of the bridge is gone. So that one is definitely the victor. It is still technically able to defend itself quite well, though. Oh, dang. And technically fully functional. Just gotta get a bridge on there. Actually, more of the thrusters survived on this one than on the other one. And more of the turrets. It just took out... it's probably because I was in there. It saw me before the beacon. That makes sense. But everything inside is alive. So it is a fairly well-rounded ship in terms of survivability. Obviously, the glass canopy isn't the best. The spotlight's made it. The front turret's gone. Yeah, not too bad. It's not in the workshop yet. If anyone does want to see it in the workshop, maybe I can do that sometime in the near future. I probably actually will. Some of you may have seen kind of a little bit of what is almost... Why aren't you stopping? Why? Some of you might see kind of a little bit of Rocinante almost from The Expanse. That was the initial idea. And then it just kind of turned into a cylindrical meat. But anyway, I digress. Like I said, if everything goes right and I get my internet back soon, this will be on the workshop. Right now it is not. I also haven't come up with a good name. I've called it the Achilles for now, simply because, well, that's just a decent name for it. But it's not the name I want to stick with. I just don't know a good name to give it. So if you can think of any good ones, leave it down in the comments below. And we will see you next time. Until then, as always, take it easy.